Hello, I'm gonna be discussing online learning and um, being in an online class right now is pretty ironic. If I do have things that I kind of disagree with about online learning, which is kind of the case. So here we go. So after reviewing the information from Module 6, describe your thoughts towards online learning at the K-12 level. Do you think it's appropriate for students to complete online learning, and what parameters should be in place? So, um, after reading the reading for Chapter 6, Module 6, my my view of online learning it still it didn't shift from kind of my original state, which is that I believe that online learning can be a part but not whole, right? I believe that it should be supplemental in the way of, if for whatever reason students aren't allowed to do face-to-face interactive learning, then there should be some kind of resource to keep learning going. But I think that those resources should be uh, temporary type things. Now, I'm specifically talking about the K through 12, and more so, maybe even K through 8 or ninth grade, maybe. I do think that as a student get older, um, as people get older, and some of their developmental stages have formed, uh, that going online probably wouldn't necessarily be as detrimental to their growth, to their social growth, is really what I'm getting at. Do I think it's appropriate for students to complete online learning? Again, I do supplemental, but if it is their kind of what they do in totality, like their full range of their academic experience, definitely parameters should be in place. I know I was looking at it's called the Lawrence, the Lawrence Virtual School. I checked that out, and one of the frequently asked questions was, how much screen time do their students average? And in the lower grades, it was significantly less. It was about 30 to 50% less than what the upper grades did, or maybe it was 30 to 50% of their learning experience was online. But either way, it was less than the upper grades, and part of it is developing different kinds of skills outside of just clicking and looking at a screen is definitely important in those early stages. So being completely online, I think if there was some way to uh, supplement the online learning, even if that was the, again, like I said, the totality of what they were into, if there was some form of in person or face to face or hands on type of assignment, not connected to a laptop or computer or the internet, then it definitely would. I would be in agreement more so with that. Do I think every state should require students to complete an online course prior to high school graduation? Why or why not? Require is a strong word for me. Um, but I do think having an elective optional class, online class for especially juniors and seniors. Some students though may not even want to take classes beyond college, which I mean beyond high school, which that's where they would run into navigating online classes and knowing how to prepare themselves to be online learners. Um, but I don't think that it should be required. I would be a fan of it being an elective, having an online introduction to online learning or something like that, or maybe just an online class as an elective. Although most students nowadays they do dual crediting, So high school students take college classes while they're in high school, and a majority of them, I know, at least at the schools that I've worked at, were online. Um, so requirement, no. Maybe recommended, and have an option for it. And what did I learn from most of the articles, videos, and Lawrence Virtual School brochure? I learned, I mean, that there was an increase in online learning even before COVID, but obviously after COVID, that increased even more. I learned that from the Lawrence Virtual School quite a few things of how they do things. I learned that in Kansas, I guess they have open enrollment with activities, which is another reason, extracurricular activities. That's another reason why online learning is, it's such a, I'll call it an orange flag for me, is that interaction, the extracurriculars or social interaction outside of just the classroom. But I did learn that there are opportunities to compete and to participate in extracurricular activities in your school district if it's approved. So that definitely is something that I would like to know more about and look into. But overall, my view of online learning is when necessary for older students. Definitely, I would say that I'm a fan of, but for younger students, and if at all possible, as little as possible. I know using technology is super important today, so I am a fan of teaching younger people how to navigate different kinds of platforms. So yeah, that's my take on it. I hope you guys enjoyed.